Now for my 3 new Game Boy Advance games. Starting off with Yu-Gi-Oh! The Eternal Duelist Soul. And this is actually a really interesting one. The only other Yu-Gi-Oh! Games I've played before this were Sacred Cards, which I love to death, and I believe is my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Game on the Game Boy Advance. And it could only possibly be uh, passed by Yu-Gi-Oh! Reshef of Destruction, from what I've seen of it. But I have to first play that game, and the store nearby sells it for like 10 or $8, so whatever. But yeah, Eternal Duelist Soul is still a pretty fun game. Oh yeah, Worldwide Edition Stairway Distant Duel is the other Yu-Gi-Oh game. But comparing this to both of those, it's really different in the way it handles itself, because it's not based on dueling certain people in a certain order like Sacred Cards. And it's not just, hey, go and duel random people until something happens, like Eternal Duel, or not Eternal, so, Stairway to the Destined Duel. It's actually a lot more, like, you have a choice of dueling a set amount of duelists, and after you beat each one a certain amount of times, you move up a rank and can duel even more people. I'm currently on rank 2, I believe is what you'd call it, where you can duel like Mako and uh, Rex and Weevil and Mai and uh, Psychic dude that I can never remember the name of. That had like the really fucking annoying voice or something. But yeah, it is a fun game, and I do play it whenever I'm in on ways to places and stuff. It's pretty fun. But from what I hear, it will get challenging later on. So yeah, Eternal Duelist Soul. This one is a radically different Yu-Gi-Oh! Game, and I kind of find it really underrated simply because it is different. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! Destiny Board Traveler, and the reason I say it's underrated is I hear a lot of people say this is one of the worst Game Boy Advance games of all time, let alone one of the worst Yu-Gi-Oh! Games. And honestly, I think they only say that because of how different it is compared to other Yu-Gi-Oh! Games. I mean, I've certainly played worse Yu-Gi-Oh! Games compared to this, like Stairway to the Destined Duel. I'd rather play this than Stairway. It does kind of feel like Mario Party with Yu-Gi-Oh!, but it doesn't have like mini games unless you count the monster battles as mini games, which I don't. It's not such a clear ripoff that you could sit there and say, oh, this is just Mario Party with Yu-Gi-Oh! And yeah, there is a board and there is a dice, but that's about it. Unless you start counting the monster battles as mini games, that's all it basically is. It's not like that Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D Stardust Accelerator, which is clearly Yu-Gi-Oh! Mario Kart, or a Mario Kart ripoff, where you have Yu-Gi-Oh! monsters that you could summon to do damage to your enemies. And you can also lose life points by hitting the fucking rail. From what I've seen of that game, I haven't played it. Whatever. This is a fun one, and it can actually be pretty short, and it is a nice time waster. So yeah, don't let people sit there and tell you this is a really bad game, because I mean, while it's not the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Game I've ever played, I do respect that it's different, and I do like that it's different. Which is probably why I really like it a lot. But yeah, if you take the time to understand this game, you may like it a lot more, because a lot of people that I've seen that seem to say they hate it are also the people that, when they play it, don't understand it. Because there is no tutorial in the game, but it doesn't take long to understand the game. But yeah, Destiny Board Traveler. This is the first Castlevania game I've ever played. I mean, yeah, I do have the demo of one of the Castlevania games on PS2, whatever one that is. I know there's 2 Castlevania games, I believe it's Lament of Innocence and Curse of Darkness, I believe is what the 2 PS2 games are. I may be getting one of those mixed up with like one of the DS or Game Boy Advance games, I'm not sure. But yeah, this is Circle of the Moon. It's Castlevania Circle of the Moon. And I'm actually really enjoying it. You know, I know a lot of people out there would probably tell me, oh, you need to start with one of the earlier ones, because that's when Castlevania was really good. We don't like how Castlevania is now, with how it feels like Metroid and stuff. Well, so what? In fact, I do like how this game plays out. I mean, yeah, it does follow a similar formula to the Metroid games, but it never seems to lose the feel that I hear a lot of the old Castlevania games had. You know, it doesn't. The only similarity between this and Metroid is that you need certain abilities before you can progress further in certain areas. Yeah, that is how Metroid has played out since its beginning, and that's not how Castlevania has played out since the beginning. But so what? It's still a really fun game. It's still very ominous, mysterious, and I do like the RPG elements. The only thing I don't understand is the card thing or whatever, where you get certain attributes for collecting cards. Maybe because I don't know how to use them. And I'm still trying to figure out how the hell you throw your sub-weapons in the game. Because I've been getting all the way through this game without using sub-weapons. Only at, like, right after you defeated Cerberus. Then I explored more, but I haven't gotten to the second boss yet. But I've just beaten Cerberus, you know, whatever the first boss is called. Um, but yeah, I mean, I do feel I do like that you get rewarded for exploration and stuff. It's a really fun game, and honestly, I can't even put it down. It's one of my favorite Game Boy Advance games. So, yeah, Castlevania Circle of the Moon. The last one that for this update is a game for the 3DS that honestly made me proud to own a 3DS. Pokemon X. Now, I'm a huge Pokemon fan. I've been one since Gen 2. I know there's going to be a lot of people like, oh, I've been a bigger fan. I'm a bigger fan because I've been loving the series since Gen 1. You know, and I still love it to this day. You know, and stuff like that. Even though I know there's people out there that, you know, still love the series that started with Gen 1 and they still love it all the way to Gen 6. And there's other people out there that only like the first 3 or the first 2 or only the first one. But yeah, there's something with me and only getting every even number gen game. I mean, taking out Pokemon Blue, because I did get that till around, like, you know, when Black and White came out, and that was only because it was around, you know, like, really cheap, or free. I don't remember, I think it was just really cheap. And plus the game doesn't work. So take out Pokemon Blue, and I've only owned a game for each of the even numbered gens. That's Pokemon Crystal and Silver, which I can't find for the life of me. Pearl, and now X. And I'm really enjoying X. I'm at the second gym, and I hear a lot of people say, oh, Pokemon X and Y is so easy. No, it's fucking not. I mean, I guess it could be if you played with the experience point share on, but, you know, because the experience point share is fucking broken as all hell. But the second I got the experience point share, after knowing that it is indeed broken, I was like, fuck it, I am turning this off. I do not want to use the experience point share. Because that does indeed overlevel your Pokemon for everything you will come across. It's a way bigger and more fun challenge to go through the entire game without the experience point share. And that's what I'm doing. I'm going through the game without the experience point share, without doing the super training. You know, I haven't even tried the super training out. It could be a lot more fun. It could be fun. It could be boring. I don't know. I haven't tried it. And I'm not using the Poke-Ami or whatever the fuck it's called, where you can pet your Pokemon and make faces at them, and it gives them certain attributes during battle. You know, I'm not going with any boosted stuff. I mean, the only time I use the experience point share is when I do find myself extremely underleveled for the challenge ahead. And that's how I feel when I'm at the second gym, which is where I'm at right now. I'm at the second gym. And I do find all of my Pokemon are extremely underleveled. I don't know. But I do like the designs of a lot of the Gen 6 Pokemon and some of the Gen 5 ones that I've run into. I don't know. There was a couple Pokemon. There was one Pokemon that I believe I was introduced in Gen 6. then when I looked at it, those of you that have seen that GIF of that GIF GIF, whatever it's called, of the guy sitting at his computer and he just like shuts his laptop and just goes, "Oh, that's enough internet." That's basically my reaction when I saw this one. I think it was called like Halucha or something. It's like a bird luchador, and I just like, what the fuck? I just shut my 3DS and I was like, that's enough Pokemon for today. I eventually went back and caught it, but whatever. But yeah, some of the designs I either find kind of interesting, kooky, or whatever. I mean, I really like them. You know, it's a really fun game, especially if you're a Pokemon fan. So, you know, and I am. Whatever. You know, and I'm going through the game the way Nintendo planned it, as in not looking up jack shit about X and Y before playing it. Which is what Nintendo wanted until all those places started really releasing the games really fucking early because, you know, just to piss Nintendo off because they don't like them. I'm guessing that's the reason why. They could have their own reasons. But whatever. Being greedy or whatever the hell the reason is. But yeah, that's it for the uh, gaming update. I hope to see you guys later on for another one. Who knows when the fuck that'll be. And I hope you guys have a great 2014. I hope you guys achieve whatever the fuck you plan for this year, and I will try my best to get some more Yu-Gi-Oh! And Sonic up very soon. Hopefully. If not, I mean, it'll be up for, you know, sooner or later. So yeah. Bye-bye, everyone.